there were little rods that people
Use.
do that. It's like a tuning fork, and you ding it, and it gives you a vibrating sensation.
You've changed, Josh. You've changed.
Not me. Not me.
It's time for either or.
So like, you take it and then you just go like this.
Ding. Yeah.
Fail to find the humor.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
But it's not. He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right now.
It, Alex, you're
Because
making up.
anything
You're
to try
making
to-
up words.
There's no it.
There's no it in there.
He's doing anything to like argue with me. It's so funny. I'm having a triggered night. My palms are sweaty.
Mine are too. I think
Mom's
it's just
spaghetti.
hot. It's just
Mom's
hot in
spaghetti.
here.
That's over 100 years.
Yes.
100 years into the future. So, and look at where we're at technology-wise, and we're throwing cars up into space. Because I love going
Stop.
back to
Alex,
I'm
why are you
referencing
bringing that up every
They can
week?
put anything in space.
I know, but I think it's
for
really.
God's sake.
I think it's really
you do
cool.
know that they were sending things into space in the 60s.
I think it's cool that we have a freaking Tesla.
It's a
float.
car.
I know, but it's
not
cool.
doing anything.
Our kids are gonna go. Hey, were you? Hey,
They're going to
you
be
remember
like,
when they
oh,
do-"
there's a car in the space? That's lame. What else can they put up there?
I think it's cool.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit, bro.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. Welcome back to the PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 147.
So I'm fat.
Yeah.
So
me
am
too.
I. February is fat month.
You know, though, when it was
Fat
real
February.
cold, though, like last week,
Yeah.
like I was hungry.
Hibernate.
It's hibernation
It
mode.
was eat calories to stay warm.
It is
Yep.
our instinct to do that.
Uh-huh.
To really just like get all like.
If you ever
fattened up.
see like videos of me throughout, like, can you see we're on video every week?
Yes,
So-
we are.
And I don't know if it's just me, but well, I mean, I guess I could kind of see it in you guys too. But I'm a girl, so I notice myself,
Yeah.
and that sounds conceited. But like I look at myself, I think, and judge myself more than a man. I think.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Women
So,
do that.
Yeah. So anyway, so I
That's
think
a-
like if you go through all the videos, like you can see, oh, the summertime is like my best because
Mm-hmm.
that's almost everybody's best. But I feel like I fluctuate like a good 10 pounds like is added in the wintertime.
It feels like
Like,
it.
because I'm just like, I'm not going to the gym. It's cold. I don't want to do anything.
I was losing weight.
And I don't really care. And then March turns around, you're like, oh, crap. It's bathing suit shopping season. You get your first bathing suit on, in the store, and you're like, oh, man, I'm not buying this. We got to get our ass to the gym.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By March, April-ish is usually when a lot of the New Year's gym people have given up.
Why would they give up?
It's
I think
like-
that's when you would start.
It's the second week of January, I
They-
think, is when it's
they
supposed to.
stop.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, because I was listening one day at work on the radio, and it was like the second week of January, and it said, today is the day where the average person that does their New Year's resolution gives up.
the ones that make it
Interesting.
farther. Give up might be the wrong word, but just
Let go.
Busy life gets in the way, and it just becomes less of a priority.
Yeah.
But I know me personally. Earlier in the early parts of 2018, you can see where I started to lose the weight in the videos. 'Cause
Yeah.
I lost
You
a
and
bunch
Josh.
of weight.
I did too.
I lost a bunch of weight in June, July, and I've gained some back, and I've kind of leveled out. But the weather is not doing any of us any favors.
No.
It was nice out
So
on
I have a
Monday.
question though. Do you think if we lived in a place like California where it was like temperate year round, would we stay thin? Or like the weight that
Alex,
we want
I
to
don't
be?
think. I
see-
think the window of fluctuation would be much smaller.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Alex, we went only to the beaches, so I mean that's
And?
not a normal place where you see overweight people.
Well, I'm not saying overweight people. I'm just saying like how I'm talking about like I gained like 10 pounds during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be more conscious of my weight gaining if we were in like California and it was temperate
okay.
temperatures year round and I'm in a bathing suit year round?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm not bundled up in a sweater and another sweater and hiding all of the poof.
The poof.
The poof that happens in the wintertime.
Hide the poof. The winter poof.
So, and I know there's so many people out there that are probably like, oh my God, you have no room to talk. You know, everybody has room to talk. Even the skinniest person on earth is allowed to have room to talk about having some fluff.
Wrong. I think that's wrong. If you are considered underweight by a doctor.
I'm not.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm generalizing here.
Okay.
If a person is considered underweight, I think that's when it's cause for concern.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the most average person, here, I'll change it. The most average person has room to talk. How about that?
Okay.
Everybody has got a roll here or a little piece of fat here that they're not
Proud of. Yes. Yes.
But even the people in the best shape, if they bend a certain way, will show rolls. Remember Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl?
Oh my gosh.
God.
And
God.
Beyonce.
Yes, and my
Look at Beyonce
okay.
regularly.
I know, but my response to the Lady Gaga thing last
2
years ago, and they were fat shaming her because she had a little bit of a jiggle to her belly.
Well, it was because her costume pushed it up a little bit.
Yeah, and it was super tight.
Right.
But
That's Lady Gaga's outfits.
I know, but did you see her performance? You get up there and you do that 15, 20-minute singing and running around a whole field stadium, going up and down stairs, and you do that, and you tell me that she's
okay.
not fat.
I get it.
Okay, this is a good segue.
What?
This is a great segue. We're talking about halftime. Let's talk about Super Bowl halftime.
Okay, let's just go ahead and
Because
get
we
it
kind
out
of
of the
already
way.
talked about how fat we are. We don't need to discuss that anymore.
We're not happy this show.
So, do you want to talk about the Super Bowl halftime show or the Super Bowl?
Let's talk about the halftime first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how horrible
It was bad.
it was. Like, okay, have you heard of Fire Festival?
No.
We didn't talk about that.
But okay, so Fire Festival is something that was supposed to happen. I think this was 2 years ago or last year.
I don't know. It's
2017, I think, or
if
16.
there's a documentary on it on Netflix that we watched called FYRE.
Fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's on Hulu
so if
as
you
well.
haven't watched it, it's actually really interesting.
Yes.
You
So
should watch it.
basically, all in all, it's a hype about something and you got trashed on. That's this Super Bowl halftime.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hype about something and you get trashed on. Maroon 5 looked like they didn't know what they were doing.
Well, I would say that Adam Levine just didn't look like he didn't care.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I say. I was like, it looks like he
Exactly.
was just kind of like,
Completely disinterested.
he looked like
Exactly.
he was kind of worn out.
And so
really.
then he's like,
Something.
what do I do to make this better? I'll take off my shirt.
well, it's
Yeah.
because he looks really good underneath all
That's
of that.
not the point he's making. The
I know,
Okay.
I know.
And then we were promised a SpongeBob thing.
Yeah, I know.
Three
That
You
was
second
got
long thing.
you got a 2-second clip of just the trumpets, and then Big Boy was
Big-
that?
Oh, it was.
Who were the other performers?
I don't.
crap? Jason Scott. I don't know. Some rapper that nobody's ever heard of.
And then another one.
Let me rephrase
There were
that.
2 rappers.
I've never heard
Yeah,
of.
I haven't heard
Big
of
Boy
either.
was the second one. He's part
That's
of
the one.
Outkast.
That's the okay.
Oh, is
that's,
he?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that was
okay.
the one that
It's
was
Big Boy and Andre 3000
Yeah, okay.
or Outkast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was awful. I couldn't wait for it to be done.
Yeah, I couldn't either. It made me miss shows like Katy. I think Katy Perry's probably the best show that I've ever seen.
Pretty
I liked
much.
Bruno Mars, honestly.
Bruno Mars was
is-
good.
gets
Bruno
a lot
Mars
of
was
praise.
really good.
You know, I gotta say, anything from the past couple of years has been fine, been good.
Um,
I have not hated it.
when they got past the evolution of recent history is Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson had the wardrobe malfunction, so
Which is a
then
bunch of
they
crap.
went with a bunch of
Paul
old
McCartney.
rock bands.
It was Paul McCartney. I remember
Uh-huh.
that,
That was one.
and people hated that.
They had the Rolling Stones. They had U2. A
Yeah.
bunch of old
Ugh.
dudes in rock bands. None of them were any good. And then they kind of tried to get,
They brought in
relevant
pop stars
again.
Yeah,
So Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Beyonce,
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry,
Yeah,
and
It was
Justin Timberlake did it again by
Yeah.
himself.
yeah.
So yeah,
Which
it
I thought
can
his,
really
his was
go-
last year, wasn't it?
His was last
Alex,
year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. I'm going to take a guess. Well, I don't know. I don't know how far out they plan the Super Bowls. I'm gonna guess it might have been Linkin Park's year, and Maroon 5 got pushed in.
No, don't think so.
You don't
No,
think so?
There's
No.
no way.
No way.
Okay.
Anymore, Linkin Park is not mainstream enough.
I mean,
guess so.
if
They're not-
anything, last year would have been their year.
Right.
Because of their,
If Adam Levine wasn't on The Voice, Maroon 5 probably wouldn't even make
I
it.
agree. Yeah, I think it's just because Adam Levine is a
They
big
want a household name to
Yeah.
do the halftime
yeah,
shows.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And no one and
The headline, anyway. I mean, you bring in some
Okay.
rapper nobody's ever heard
Oh,
of.
So-
Travis.
you gotta
Travis
have Maroon
Scott.
5.
Travis
Scott. I said Jason Scott.
Yeah, Travis
I was
Scott.
off.
Now let's talk
Then
about.
they had to edit him because he kept swearing.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh my God, that was. I mean, you know you're gonna be live on national television
Yeah.
in front
Anyways.
of millions of people.
I mean, you would think they would ask him, "Hey, what are you gonna sing?" And he would hand him a page of lyrics, and they're like, "Okay." And then,
You think that
I
haven't
don't know.
planned out?
I don't know how it works.
You
but,
think
Oh, okay. So Travis Scott is Kylie Jenner's boyfriend.
who
Not like
cares?
I really cared, but like it just gives him more of a identification, I guess.
It
Or
does.
cred.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Street cred. It's okay.
So let's talk about.
Let's talk about the actual game.
The game itself was just a dog.
This was the worst
It
Super
was-
Bowl I've seen in a while.
It was.
It was
and
boring.
It
You
was
could
bad.
argue that if it was a defensive struggle, okay, but and I guess part of it was, but the Rams just looked inept. They didn't know what to do. They couldn't. They
They
couldn't.
did.
You know, make adjustments on anything. They
He
couldn't
fakes.
do
He pretends
anything.
to fake.
What's that?
He thinks about
Oh,
me.
Henry Winkler.
Yes. So there was so many times where we saw the refs get together and like, well, you
I don't know.
You threw the flag. What was it? Well, I don't know. What do you think
The
it should
Rams,
be?
I swear, had so many flags on them.
They like should have been called. you mean?
Yeah.
Well, they let them play.
And Dominic
which-
Sue. I mean, he's
They let them play, which was nice because you're not having a flag every 5 minutes in an
Right.
already boring game.
Right.
You know, so it helped speed it up. But yeah, I will say one thing. Sean McVay, you know who that is, right?
yes.
You know what he looks like, right?
I can look it up.
He's the head coach of the Rams.
Yeah.
The dude
The
has
older gentleman.
No, he's not old. He's like 30. He's my age. He's 33.
Oh, I was thinking of
Bill Belichick.
no. It's okay.
Anyway,
I'll look him up.
if
for
well,
Alex's.
you need to know what he looks like for what I'm
Sean
going to say.
McVay.
Yes,
Can you spell his last name?
McVay.
Okay.
Okay.
The guy has flawless hair. Like I want my hair to look like his hair.
Wow.
It's pretty stationary.
It's pretty
It never
stationary.
moves, and especially down on the field when he's got the headset on, it stays up
he
in the
he
front
has
like that.
the perfect beard too.
I know the guy, and I guess
Wow.
he's
Yeah, he does.
he's a lot of ladies like him around here. He's an attractive dude to ladies. Plus, he's a head coach at 33 years old, and he was at 32 years old, and probably 31 years old. That's major. That's a big deal.
Alex
He's
is
got a
putting
nice
that-
smile.
She's
you
putting that in
don't
her
get
spank
that.
bank.
You don't. Yeah. You don't get. You don't get to that level at that young age.
That's his
you know,
girlfriend.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful people.
so anyway, yeah. If you weren't a hardcore NFL fan, there was no reason to watch this game.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was, but the only upside was the Patriots actually had fans.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing, and $5 for a drink and food. Like
Yeah.
it was affordable
Well,
food for people at the Super Bowl.
Leading up
Did you
to
believe
it,
that?
it was kind of hard to sell tickets because
Really?
from
Well,
what I
it's in
heard,
the middle. No,
well,
people have to come in.
LA may not care all that much about football yet because
They
they just
don't.
got over there.
Right.
Then you have the Patriots, who the only Patriot fans are the people in Boston, and the rest of the country hates them.
They
So
do.
there may not be a great, at least not at thousands of dollars.
No, yeah.
There may not have been a lot of demand for tickets. So, but I will say that I did win the bet
Yeah, she did.
By the team.
by the team.
Yes, by the team.
Our
which means
score-
None of the scores.
Our
were
the
close.
scores were way off.
way off.
Well, and even the Vegas odds makers had the over/under at 50 something. And
Really?
It didn't even come close because the Rams scored 30 plus points a game all year long.
Yeah.
So
Do you need anything? Do
that's
you want
just-
some water?
I want that
What?
pop.
the one you just gave him.
The other pop.
Anyway, so yeah, boring Super Bowl, but it was a Super Bowl.
It was a Super Bowl. Yeah.
The commercials were relatively forgettable, and I saw a meme this week that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a post
What's that?
that with the current climate where everybody gets offended, that's why the commercials aren't very good.
People are getting offended by.
Just
So the
people are
only-
offended by stuff.
They
The
really
only
are.
commercials that were legit that I saw, which by the way, I only watched a little bit past the first quarter, and with that, the Bud Light commercials were the only memorable ones that I could remember.
Yeah,
because
Because they were played like
oh, and there
once
was
every
a
quarter.
Doritos Fire or Flame or something that, had
That
the
was-
Backstreet Boys in it. I believe.
and Chance the Rapper.
Yes, yeah,
Mhm.
and that was a good one. I thought that was a good one. But other than that, I was like, "Where's, where
They
is it?"
just they don't try to make them really very funny anymore,
No.
and they don't try to push the envelope. They don't put any hot women in them.
No. Remember those Hardee's commercials?
Yeah, with Sarah Jean
Oh,
Underwood.
the hot women
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, where they're
where
going
this-
down on a barbecue burger or something.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
Nope.
What was the one? Didn't Jessica Simpson have one?
She did Hardee's commercial.
Was it Hardee's?
I'm pretty sure it was Hardee's. Yeah, it had to have been. If not,
She was like taking like a huge bite out of a burger,
Yeah.
and there was like juices everywhere.
that was Hardee's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all I have. to say
Yeah,
about
that's
the
all I
Super
have to
Bowl.
say about the Super Bowl as well. So I think we can
It
move on
was.
from there.
It must have been so boring, and this, I don't know if this puts me down or not. But so I started Twitch streaming right when the halftime show started that
Yeah.
night, and I can see my viewer count every now and then, like
Yeah.
it'll refresh, and it was right after the halftime show ended. All of a sudden, I got like a handful of people watching. They were just like, "Well, let's go back to Twitch."
Done with this football game.
Yeah.
Foolish.
So Josh
Yep.
was like, "Should we even stream tonight? Everyone's gonna be watching the game." I'm like, "Not everybody's watching the game."
Yeah.
And then we got on, and then it was like right after that, I was like, "And there's a bunch of people that decided that this game sucks."
Yep.
Yep.
So let's move on from there. Brett, did you get your tickets for the Marshmallow concert on Fortnite?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, you know what Fortnite is.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's a game.
Yes.
Now, it's a public battle royale free game. Now, Marshmallow is a DJ.
A very popular DJ.
He's like Deadmau5. You know who Deadmau5 is?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
at least
so
you know
he's like,
Deadmau5.
he's like that, but without the mouse ears, he has a marshmallow as a head.
But he's not real.
no, he's a
no,
real
he's
person.
real.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
real person.
I thought this was a DJ inside Fortnite.
Yes.
No, well,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so what happened
They put
is
him in Fortnite.
at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time in Fortnite, if you went to Pleasant Park, I believe it was Pleasant Park. I'm pretty certain
He
it's
kept
Pleasant
saying
Park.
pleasant. So.
Yes. If you all gathered there, you didn't shoot each other. It was for like 10 minutes. All hands were on deck
How did
there.
they
and
police that?
Epic just stopped people's abilities to fight.
Oh, they like
Yeah.
patched it out.
Yeah.
This is a full patch thing for
That's
that.
kind of cool. I mean, on the surface,
The-
it sounds
Okay.
stupid, but it's,
Okay,
it's kind of cool.
It is cool.
It is cool.
But it was boring as shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, we watched it.
We watched
Yeah,
it. We
I
didn't watch
watched-
the whole thing. It was like half of it.
Maybe it backfired.
After a
Like-
few minutes, it's like, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
I think
Sure.
that all right, so and I can see this as the way that the tower is on Destiny.
okay.
If we had something like that happen in Destiny, I was like, oh my god, it'd be awesome. So I think if you were a Fortnite player, this would be like a huge
I can
deal.
see it being
Or
a huge deal.
if they gave you some kind of perk for going.
like if you go,
Oh,
you get like a
absolutely,
special
yeah.
marshmallow hat or like
Sure.
something for going.
they
yeah.
would do that.
See,
yeah.
I could
but they
see
didn't
that.
do that.
Well, there was people.
I don't know.
There was
I didn't read
there
into
was
that.
characters there that had looked like a big hammer with a marshmallow on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if they got to keep that or not, but
Yeah, of
but
course
I
they
think if
would.
you were an actual Fortnite player, this is a big deal. So I think to a lot of people that don't play Fortnite, at first I was like, this is really freaking stupid. And I started thinking about it, I'm like, well, if this happened in Destiny, this would be really fun.
Destiny has a spot for it though. Has a
tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fortnite doesn't have.
I know.
But if they do this in Destiny, they'll be just considered as, copycatting. But I could see Destiny doing it better.
But they pretty much had a concert in the game
Yes.
that you could go and attend.
10-minute concert.
10-minute concert.
Where no one can fight. You go there.
And then you go there and you've got
Do
dance
dance
moves.
moves.
Yep.
So, I mean, it looked cool, but I was like, it was a good idea.
If you were the person being there, I'm sure it was better.
Yeah, because you could jump around, but watching it, it's just kind of like,
You're saying if you
stupid.
were playing the game.
Right.
it would
yes,
be better.
exactly.
it
I
would be
gotcha.
better if you were playing the game.
Yeah, but it was only for 10 minutes. It was free, and I'm thinking Marshmallow did this for a lot of things. First of all,
Publicity.
it's publicity. Yes. Oh, of course. I mean,
Of
that's number
course.
one. But number two is this whole lawsuit thing that's going on with Epic. I mean, they needed a boost.
Sure.
And why not do something like this to help them out? So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if Epic went forward with somebody. Marshmallow has done stuff trend wise all the time. Like he's done stuff on Fine Brothers Try Not to Laugh challenge,
yeah.
and he's done things like that.
I mean, I know who Marshmallow. Like, all right, so I'm not with it, just like you are, and I know who Marshmallow is. So
Yeah.
it's just like he's got a name.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just does music.
It's Marshmallow.
He just does music, just like Deadmau5.
Yeah,
and
it honestly, it's not bad. Like,
it was fine. Yeah.
it's,
Is it like dubstep?
yes,
Yes.
it's
Okay.
it's
It's a little
it's
more-
EDM.
It's not. Yeah, it's not as raw as Deadmau5.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I guess
Not
raw
as
is
grindy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's more light and
more melodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's
Okay.
move on from that. So
So I brought
what do you want to move
this
into?
this thing to you guys this week. You didn't know anything about it, and honestly, I still don't know anything about it. With
What
this
is this?
whole
It?
Xbox Live on the Nintendo Switch?
Yes, so I have read into this. I've looked
It's
at.
been all over IGN.
Yes.
Maybe I'm just dumb, but I didn't understand.
So, software development kits have been brought out, and the Game Developers Conference is coming up, and they were going to schedule something around Xbox Live, and it also got put in there about Nintendo, iOS, and Android being involved with it. So that's where all this has come from. It's
Okay.
just leaks and reports and rumors. And so when Game Developers Conference comes up, which I didn't look into when that is, whenever that is, they're probably going to fully officially announce this, but it's been in development for a while.
But so we still don't know what it means. Is that what you're saying?
It's basically allowing you to look at here. I'm going to click on the link. I read through it, but I didn't want to read an article on the podcast because I don't like doing that. So basically what it's saying here is Xbox Live achievements, friends, game history, and multiplayer abilities across the other platforms will be available after the release. So Xbox Live chat is the biggest thing here. And the games, of course. Do you know what cross-platform games there are that are available?
I know, like Fortnite.
Fortnite is a big
and
one.
Rocket League.
Rocket League.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft.
Okay.
Minecraft is across all of them. Minecraft is actually, I think Minecraft was the first one to be the first fully cross-platform
Yeah.
game.
Cross-platform to me just doesn't matter because I don't get on and play multiplayer. So I mean, I appreciate what it is and what it is in a technical sense,
Mm-hmm.
and what it can do to
What-
bring people together. But
Right.
for me, it just doesn't do anything.
For
I
me,
get that.
it does a lot because I'm on Twitch and there's, for instance, like I have a sub right now that just got an Xbox and we were just now we're able but he had PC before and he's like, man, I wish I could play, and he's been a sub for a while and been a fan of mine for a while, and he's on almost all the time. So I was like, man, I'd really like to play, and I'm putting an offer out for you, but I haven't got my Xbox yet. But if he had, let's say if I had a Switch and he had an Xbox, like this is a thing where we could play.
Yeah.
So that means a lot for me being on Twitch. Like, oh my gosh, well, sorry, I can't play this with you because I'm on this system tonight.
Sure.
So I like it. I think it does great things for me and my platform, I guess.
Cool.
This fuels the rumor of Master Chief coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Sure.
Yes.
Yep. I remember reading about this a couple weeks ago. I was like, there's no freaking way. And now I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
And it's been officially announced also, just real quick, since we're talking about Super Smash Brothers, Steve from Super Smash Brothers just got announced. The Minecraft character.
Minecraft, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So, but anyways, back to what we were saying about this Xbox Live stuff. So what this does is it allows me, I have Rocket League on both systems. And if I were to be cross-platform and I would want to go on the go and play with, I don't know, Jer while he's home, I could do that.
Yep.
And still talk to him. You know, that's what this is all about. And that's really exciting. You know, Xbox Live is already on the Switch. In a sense, they already allow you to view that gamer tag on the Switch on Rocket League, is what would have been told. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's what this is. It's a big deal. It's
Yeah.
a really but I mean, we're kind of treating it as a rumor, which is what we should before we get some hardcore
Until there's
detail.
an actual announcement. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We might have full details by E3.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's 'cause it's at the Game Developers Conference, and I don't know when that is. I should just look that up real quick. So you want to move on from there, Brett?
Well, I don't know anything about this next one.
What's that?
Which one?
Apex Legends.
Oh, it is Titanfall Battle Royale.
So why didn't they include the name of or the word Titanfall? Because someone like me who knows Titanfall hears Apex Legends and cannot connect the two.
Okay, it's set in the universe. It's not Titanfall.
So do you have a mech?
No.
Really?
Well, so what is this? What do you mean
It's
Titanfall
based in the
then?
Titanfall universe.
Yeah,
Actually,
well, and Respawn did it, right?
yes.
So
Respawn did
that's
this.
why.
Okay, they were working on Titanfall 3.
Right.
And EA, I believe, just fully acquired them. This is what I read. And so they wanted something out this year.
Well, EA published the second Titanfall.
hmm
Did they do the first?
I'm pretty sure that
I think they did. No, I think Microsoft did the first because it was only
it was
on.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what happened is EA wanted them to release something this year, and they were working on something. And it had lower graphics, and so they're like, "Well, battle royale style it."
Sure.
And so they did that, and they didn't even
You gotta assume
suddenly
that's
it's
to, that's to tide people over until Titanfall 3, which most definitely is coming.
Yes. But now this is kind of going to give a little bit more time between the two sequels here because Respawn just released this. They're going to have
Sure.
to patch this up and work on this for a while before they start on 3.
Or have it. No,
Another
3
team.
is most definitely already in production.
This was supposed to be 3.
Well, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. 2 came out in 2016. Yeah, 2016. So I
Yeah.
can't see another 3 years before the next Titanfall.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
But anyway, but back to what we were talking about of Apex Legends. It's a 3-person squad.
Yep.
So that's kind of back to the Destiny style-esque kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's available for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 for free.
One of the same sub that I was talking about on Twitch, he had actually mentioned it the other night and
Mhm.
said had I looked into it because he's like, I played it and honestly I kind of liked it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All right.
Yep. So it's Titanfall. In a
Cool,
sense.
cool.
Yeah. Free-to-play status also means microtransactions.
Yeah.
You didn't play the Titanfall 2 campaign, either one of you, did you?
No.
It's good.
I started it.
It's fun.
I started it, and I don't know why I stopped.
Because you don't play campaigns.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I
Josh
do.
plays campaigns.
You don't play them as much.
Not anymore, but I used to. I'll play campaigns.
He'll go back to campaigns.
What's the last campaign you played? What's the last campaign you finished?
Last campaign I finished. I'll have to think about that one for a minute.
I'll have to-
is the answer different if I ask what's the last campaign you played?
I could say I know for sure Destiny 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's that one, but no, the
What?
the one that's like,
That one.
Oh, Super Mario Odyssey.
oh
I didn't. I beat it,
You beat
but
it, yeah.
I'm still going back
Oh,
through the world.
yeah.
there
So you
it is.
did that one, but there was the other one before that came out that was
Donkey
a lot
Kong?
like. Stop it!
Donkey Kong.
No, it's a lot like that one game with the boy in the afterlife. That's
Limbo.
Limbo.
Limbo. It's a lot like that one.
Oh,
Inside.
Inside.
That was like a couple years ago. Holy
See?
cow!
I think Inside came out in 17.
Wow. So Alex connected the dots like.
She didn't connect the dots. She laid them on the table and we connected them.
Sometimes I need my surrounding people to connect the dots for me.
I know it.
I don't think I'd be very good at that game. No, but Josh and I,
That's
Josh and I
great.
are very good at playing like charades or Taboo. That
Cool.
if you've ever played the game Taboo, or what's the other one that's like Taboo? Catchphrase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're answering all these
Look, I'm doing
questions
it by
before
myself.
I even get not. I can't even.
So I have a lot of issues with finishing my sentences
done with the
because I
Mountain
have the Mountain Dew's gonna go by now. I need water now. No, that's just the way my brain is. It's scattered sometimes, so I need to have you guys connect the dots for me. So I'm glad that
alright.
you helped.
Has there, as we see what we see, I can't see any of the comments. Has there been any significant comments?
Yes, there is.
Let's take a pause.
We'll take a pause because I am going to refer to the last comment that was just said, which was congratulations are in order, I hear. Which, yes, there's an announcement. We have a new addition to our family.
Oh, because I made the pregnant joke.
Yeah, my
Yes.
my sister just had her child this
Oh,
afternoon.
Well, all right.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Afternoon, morning, yes.
Which sister?
Sarah.
Congratulations,
Yes.
Sarah.
She
My
just
new
had-
niece,
We have
Callie.
a new niece.
Callie.
Have you seen her pictures?
She has chubby cheeks.
She's got
She's just
such
like.
big cheeks.
Have you ever seen? Okay, have you ever seen Donkey Kong Country 3, Kitty Kong?
No.
I'm gonna look him up here real quick.
Wait, which Kong?
Kitty Kong.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Kong.
Can't Alex? No, she's watching the thing.
Oh, she can show you a photo,
I'm showing you a photo of Callie.
and I will look up Kitty Kong.
Yeah.
Cheeks.
So many big cheeks. That's exactly what I said.
Alright.
That's what
on
I
our-
thought of as
on
Kitty
our-
Kong.
On our group chat. Oh, that. Yeah. That's exactly it. With the lip and all just.
Just the wide cheeks.
Yeah. I think, definitely looks. I see Sarah
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Any other comments?
Let's see here. A lot about the Super Bowl. Everybody agreeing with us.
It was awful.
It was awful. My TV wasn't even plugged in. I went and played D&D. Couldn't take the boredom anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on. But yes, so we have a
So,
niece.
can we go to Chicago in August?
No.
Why?
And I know why you're
Why
asking,
not?
Because
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. You can go. I'm not going.
Why don't you want to go?
Wait,
So
where
it's-
are we talking about Chicago?
He doesn't want to go to Halo
Outpost.
Outpost. They're doing a Halo convention
So
in
here's
August.
here's
Yeah.
what I've heard about this.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's like a theme park type experience for Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and?
What
You
I've
get to
also
sit
heard
in a warthog.
is that it's very limited on cities,
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago, man.
and it's also going to Anaheim.
Okay.
What are the other cities? Do you know?
Oh yeah, I can look them up if you really care.
It's like a pause, like,
But I'm
and?
like, what's wrong with going to Chicago?
I'm getting there
Okay.
after you say the cities.
All right, so it's going to Orlando, Philadelphia, Chicago, Houston, and Anaheim.
Okay.
What's wrong with this?
So this, to me, especially because it's only in 5 cities, but I guess that could be okay. This is like claustrophobic mania for me.
Hey, it'll be okay. We'll be
You
there.
can't just say that it'll be okay.
We'll be in a warthog. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay, so
yeah,
what?
because 3 people fit in a warthog.
Yeah.
All right.
More
yes,
people
that's
do.
it's
That's
actually
what I'm saying.
3 people.
fit in a warthog,
Yes. Okay.
I want the gun.
and 100 million sitting around waiting.
Yeah. Screw them. Bring your own Sandy wipes
And Purell.
and Purell and Lysol spray. Okay, so what you get is the Hall of Okay, so what Halo Outpost Discovery is? It's an event that they've just kind of announced. They did a video announcement and they have a website up and everything. So I'm gonna look up the information on here on the website.
Before you do, when I read about this, I'm like, that would be really cool. I would like to go to that, but that to me is anxiety heaven or hell, whatever you want to call it, for me. But I may just have to deal with it, depending on how much it is, because it's probably expensive.
Okay, so
Oh.
I looked up prices.
Yeah.
So there is also the other thing I forgot. I don't know if this was on there to talk about too, but it's very similar. Apparently, we're gonna go to New York in September and do real life Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so there's I didn't look at the article, but I know Paige had posted about it. There's an actual.
Thanks for sidetracking me, Alice.
I'm
I
sorry,
had
but
so
there's
much right here.
But this is a lot like
No,
it.
it's
Like,
not.
Yes, it is. So you're talking about warthogs and stuff. Well, we get to go. We
You
can go
don't
to
get
New
to
York,
drive the warthog.
No.
but we can actually go and drive
Okay.
in Mario Kart.
Cool. Let me talk about Halo here.
Mario Kart.
So what you get here is you actually get to okay, so I'm reading this right here. Hall of History is an event that's going on during it. The beating heart of Halo Outpost Discovery is Hall of History, where you immerse yourself in the achievements and tribulations of humanity through a combination of informative graphics, artifacts, and tangible visuals pulled directly from the Halo franchise, featuring everything from the UNSC weapons and accessories, uniforms, an iconic-to-scale Warthog vehicle, life-size sculptures, and more. So you're
It sounds
basically
fun.
getting like a museum-esque
Of Halo.
thing of Halo, and then there's the ring experience. Lets attendees explore the story of the mysterious Halo array through artifacts that leap off levels and pages of some of your favorite Halo titles. At the center of the ring experience is a visually immersive, multi-projector, dome-based theatrical experience featuring a never-before-seen exploration of a Halo ring.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yes. And then there's an escape room called the Covenant Escape.
Great. An
Interesting.
escape room with
Yep.
Halo base.
Explore a reclaimed section of a Covenant ship in this escape room style experience.
That'd be
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Then we're not done. Then there's Combat Deck. Experience the
Laser
rush
tag.
Laser tag?
of
Yep.
real life in this Halo themed laser tag combat
Woo!
deck. Yes, laser tag.
Woohoo!
And then there's training grounds where you can do virtual reality in Halo.
Ooh, I got chills.
Okay. And then there's Pelican training, which is a Pelican training simulation where you can fly a Pelican.
That would be cool.
I'd be scary. I don't like things in virtual reality that are flying around.
There's still more stuff.
I
I'm
know.
not done reading. There's more.
I want to know the cost.
Okay, so it's $60 a day.
That's
Well,
not
that ain't
bad.
If you go in a squad of 4, it's $55.
Okay.
Okay.
If you do VIP, it's more. But
Is it
I haven't-
over the weekend or during the
yeah,
week?
it's over a weekend. It's over a weekend.
How many days?
Let me look here. Locations. Okay, so on Chicago, it will be the Friday the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th
Of August.
of August.
Okay.
Yes. And so, yeah, it's $60 a ticket, or if you get 4 people to go, it's $55. If you do more, I think it's $5 off per person that
Okay.
adds. So, yeah.
We could get more.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure.
It's really hard to get people together these
Especially to go to Chicago.
days. Exactly.
Over the weekend.
That's true.
Yeah. But, so, yeah, that's what Halo Outpost is. It's an event that's going nationwide in only like 5 or 6 locations. So, I mean, maybe this is kind of just a
It's
test.
cool
to
they're
see.
doing this.
Yeah.
I don't recall any other Halo themed kind of event like this. You know, I know
Never.
Activision was doing
Maybe a
it
launch.
for Call of Duty for quite a while.
Yeah.
For the game launches. Do you remember those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Halo they would have them at like a big city, like where like headquarters is in Washington or California or
Francisco.
something. Yeah. So
Anywho.
let's move on from there, guys.
I just wanted to mention Red Dead Redemption 2 real quick.
Okay.
I'm late to start this game, but it's fun, but it's such a chore to play.
I was almost thinking about starting it up because I was listening to the music on a YouTube video today, and I was like, that's it's gripping me.
And
But you're making it sound like it's not.
it's
what it
definitely
seems.
it's good, but it's almost like an RPG experience now, which
That's,
I'm not used to.
it's full
It's
role playing.
it's sandbox, but it's like you're living, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
Grand Theft Auto 5 really didn't do that. It feels kind of like what Grand Theft Auto San Andreas tried to do with their RPG elements.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's just more attention's got to be paid. Your camp, you have to donate money to keep things running. And,
Really?
You got to hunt food to make so that the cook can cook
This
for
is
everybody.
sounding just like Fallout 4.
Could be.
Fallout 4,
But
just like
it's
this.
done well, but there's just you can't go mission to mission.
Mm-hmm.
and progress that way. I mean, you probably could, but I think that you might be missing some stuff.
Yeah, with
so.
Fallout 4, you get a settlement, and then
Yeah.
you start getting people, and then you start having to
You're
make.
you're in a
housing.
gang, and
Yep, it's just like it.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
It sounds just like it.
but
That's kind of disappointing.
when I hear that you can, I probably put that forward. It's not a bad thing. It's just not quite what I expected, and it's definitely different from Red Dead Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see how people were putting 100 hours into it. I can definitely see why that's the case.
Yeah, it's such an immersive experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's all I had to say about Red Dead. It's fun. I'm having fun so far. I think I've put maybe 3 hours into it so far.
Yeah. So Friday we were supposed to go out for Alex's birthday.
Yep.
We wound up
Not.
postponing to Saturday.
Yes.
So Saturday night we went out laser tagging, and it was fun. It was a good time. I was getting pissed off at the regulars because they were like holding their guns all, hey, you can just hold it like this and I can just pop you right here and get scores. Like,
yeah, like you
you're
could tell,
not.
like, because it was a weekend. It was they do from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. They do a unlimited games for a certain price.
Mhm.
So that's what we ended up doing. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's a deal. Considering like 3 games is like I think $20 or something.
I've got to pause you, Josh. Oh, we buffered for a minute.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Anywho,
So it was me, Josh, my brother, my sister, and a few of our friends, and we went out there. And they also have like a members only, like the people that go all the time. So and they just go in and they scan their badge and they get points for playing and all this stuff. But you could tell like who those people were.
were they a bunch of kids?
No.
Oh.
They were older.
No,
than
they
us.
were older people.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
older than us.
People you wouldn't think were regulars.
Like
at a
Barney,
laser tag place.
right?
What?
Like
yeah,
Barney.
kind of.
Yes, but
Not wearing a suit.
yes.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, but they were going in and being all like very conceited, and when we were sitting down on the stairs like learning the rules and stuff like little kids, they're like, and this and this and this, like repeating after the dude, like, come on, I just want to play.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, we haven't played laser tag in like over a couple of years. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I get the rules, but let the dude talk.
Yeah. Right.
It's his job.
Yeah.
But there was actually, I was figuring, oh my gosh, we're probably gonna be the only people there, like maybe another 3. There was like the
It was
games
bi-
were
it was
full
filled.
between 30 to 40 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
it was filled.
Yeah.
And what was funny is I think the average age in our group was 30.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when these all of us haven't ran around and done laser tag in who knows how many years. So we get through with our first game, which is like what, 15 minutes? 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And we get done and everyone comes out just dripping in sweat.
Oh, sure.
So your adrenaline's going.
You and I went in sweatshirts. That was
We did.
That was our fault.
Yeah, and that night was also like 50-some degrees outside,
Right,
and
Yep.
raining a little bit. So we went in hoodies and stuff. We're like, all right, it's gonna be cold because they probably blast the AC. No, it's freaking hot in there.
Yeah.
So we run through whatnot. We run out to see our scores and whatnot. And I'm looking around at like Rob and my brother and our other friend Steven. I'm like, we're all just dripping sweat. We're like, all right, now we're going to go take a break and stand outside and have some water. And then all of a sudden there's like a line for the next game going, and the other people that were just in there get in line and start going. I'm like, man, we're old. We're out of shape.
That's how you can burn calories.
I'm like,
man.
and then I walked outside.
Laser
I'm like,
tag.
who needs to go to the gym when we can just go to freaking laser tag and run around for 3 hours?
Gym's cheaper.
We did
Yeah, that's true.
We did a lot of laser tag. I want to say
We
like
had,
5
like,
or 6
4
games.
No, I'd say 4 or 5 games, actually, because of all the breaks we were taking.
Yeah.
We never did a game back to back. The only
You
game
did
I
once.
did was after their last game. I wanted to play one more.
Yeah.
And it was me and I don't know who went with me the last game.
I don't
Me
know.
and-
It was a couple people.
Oh,
Joe.
I think my
know Joe
sister.
did.
Yeah, my sister and Joe, I
Yeah.
think, played the last game with me.
Yeah.
And that one, the last 2 games, they mixed it up a little bit. And they did teams the last game, like more than 3 teams. It was like duos or something. And then the other one, the last game that they did, which was fun but stupid, which was free for all, which is
40
at
people free for all.
40 people free for all in a tiny little.
So you just shoot anybody.
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
So which was, you also had it was at what, freaking midnight, and you had these little like 6-year-olds in there still playing.
Yeah.
And get the game where they finally realize, well, if I just follow you around and keep shooting you, I'm going to get points.
Sure.
That was like the most frustrating thing. I'm like, go away. I'm like, you're supposed to like.
The regulars and kids were annoying.
Yes. you're supposed to, if you get shot, you run away. You don't keep following the same person and shooting them. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
The last couple games, I finally
Boosting.
found the chokehold point, which is up top, obviously.
Yeah.
And I found a space that would cover my back and my front and my side.
Elevated position.
Yep.
Yes. So I kept ducking down and going, pew, pew, and getting people. And I thought I was ranked up there, but I kept having this little kid come up from behind me, come around the corner and keep shooting me. And then you pause for 15 seconds to respawn. But the last thing about it that was really fun is for the free-for-all, I came out and I'm like, everybody's different colors. And I thought I thought the vest only lit up blue, green, and red. And I looked down, I'm like, I'm freaking pink.
Yeah, she was pink.
I'm like, she's like my little Spartan in Halo. So I'm running around and I grab Paige. I'm like, haha, you're blue, look. And she's like, no fair, I want to be pink. But you flip colors multiple times during the game. But it was so much fun. It was so much fun. My best game, I got third. I got third out of like
40.
35 or 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Yep.
Lots of fun. Totally do it again.
Then we played Super Mario Party and we played Super Smash Brothers. We had a fun. Alex had a teenagers party.
I did.
Yep.
I did. It was fun.
Yeah, fun night. So yeah, that was pretty much our weekend. That's all we had going on. Yeah.
It was so kid-like that we got done, picked up McDonald's.
Yes.
So
Everybody picked up McDonald's.
Everybody did. We didn't even say. We're just like, we're all going to go get food at 1 a.m. because we're hungry now because we just spent 3 hours playing laser tag.
Yeah.
We're going to go get food and then come back and play video games for 3 hours. So we all come back and we all have McDonald's back in our hands.
And no booze, huh?
Nope.
Yeah,
no one
nobody drank. Nobody
Everyone
drank.
had pop.
Everybody
like,
had pop.
Like Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Everyone had a Mountain Dew
We had
and McDonald's.
Laser tag, pop, McDonald's, and video games. That was my 30th birthday.
It was a fun time. You would have liked it.
Yes, it was lots of fun.
So let's move on from there. You guys want to do some either or?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do either or.
One of our longest running segments.
Let's explain either or.
It's almost
Basically,
self-explanatory.
there are two items that I come up with. They're either very similar or very different. I present them and ask them which one would you pick and why, and sometimes it sparks a debate. Sometimes it doesn't. And we
Sometimes you get
Does
absolutely nothing out of it. Now you've lost your spot.
Okay. A lot of times it's based on food because I think that's the easiest thing, but there's only one or two foods on this one.
How many are there? It looked like you have like maybe like 10.
There's like in my notebook here. It's a what is it? It's just a steno
It's a
pad.
memo
I had
book.
like 4 or 5 pages of them.
Yeah.
And now we're down to the last 8 or 9.
Wow. That's crazy.
We usually do 8 to 10 per time.
So this is the last one
This
from
is the
when
last
did you
one.
write this?
I told you in like
Well, did you tell the podcast?
I told it on the
Precast.
precast, I think.
Yeah.
But I wrote this, and I actually had a help from a friend at work where I was working at the time. Hold on one second. Okay.
I got that message too. Should I hit no?
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay.
I wrote these in 2016 is what I was trying to say.
I should check on the other phone.
Okay.
Make sure it's still going.
We're going to wait just a second.
We're gonna wait just a second. They got a notification on their phone, and we're making sure that it's not gonna mess up our video. Are we good? Are we good? We good? Josh is over here messing stuff up.
Well, check again.
Why?
Because sometimes it pops up twice.
It didn't.
Okay. All right. So.
You're like late. Okay.
Okay.
Josh.
Okay. Little John.
Oh, that was the other.
That was one of the commercials.
That was the other commercial.
It
That
was
was really
Pepsi.
funny.
It was
What?
Pepsi.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell and Cardi B and
Yeah, it's like
Lil Jon.
That one
Pepsi
was
okay?
That one was good. I really like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Blizzard or concrete mixer? Do you know what a concrete mixer
I
is?
do.
Those are the. Go ahead. I don't remember.
No, those are the ones at Culver's.
Culver's, it's custard. It's not actually ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blizzard.
I'm gonna go with concrete mixer.
Me too.
Yep, because it's real.
It's very good.
So I'm only gonna say Blizzard because I haven't had enough like custard-based stuff that
Well, you should.
You
I-
should.
I
have.
have-
And you can pretty much get them however you want them.
Yeah.
And maybe you can with a Blizzard too.
You
but
came with a Blizzard.
You can.
I've never
yes.
tried. I know that you say I want this ice cream and this, and put it in a mixer, and they're like, okay,
Right.
okay,
Okay.
Okay.
okay. They said it again. Frosty from Wendy's,
Uh-huh.
or just a plain old ice cream sundae.
Frosty.
Frosty.
Frosties are freaking
Am I
delicious.
the only one who thinks Frosties are overrated?
No. Or
How is it-
yes.
Well,
It's just, it's just chocolate ice cream.
no. Yes. Yes.
No.
No.
Yes, that's Roxbury.
Yes. Night at the Roxbury. I'm surprised you know that because that's a Will Ferrell movie and you don't really like Will
That's
Ferrell.
one, yeah, but
No,
that's one that I do
Frosties.
like.
Frosties are amazing only because
Why?
it's-
What is amazing
a
about
little-
a Frosty?
They're like
especially the juniors. The juniors is the perfect amount to have right after this nasty ass lunch or dinner
But
that
it
you're about to
is
have.
it is just ice cream, right? It's just
it's
chocolate
a milkshake.
ice cream.
It's a milkshake,
that
No,
you eat
it's
with
not
a-
a
It's
milkshake.
soft
It's
serve.
soft
Soft serve.
serve ice cream.
but it's good.
It's really good.
Gosh,
Okay.
I want some.
For me, I would go with the sundae.
Okay, can I? Okay, McDonald's
too messy.
McFlurry or a
What's a McFlurry?
McDonald's
It's like
ice
a
cream.
Blizzard.
McDonald's ice
style.
cream.
Well, I don't think I've ever had one.
Well, then you can't answer.
I guess not. Go
Could
ahead
you?
and ask it.
What was the question?
McFlurry or a Frosty.
Frosty.
Yeah, me too. Because
Even then,
Yeah, because like I said, the Frosty is like the perfect amount, and I finish it every
and
time.
Wendy's is not like.
and Wendy's, it's
God, I'm gonna downgrade McDonald's.
even more than you should.
Well, I don't. I shouldn't. But
No,
I mean,
you should. It's McDonald's.
well,
It's used for those 1 a.m. after laser tag visits.
it is. All right.
You can at least get a nice salad at Wendy's.
Yes. 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 You can.
cash or debit?
Debit.
Debit.
You know why?
Why?
Because it leaves less of a trace of things in your wallet.
Okay.
Cash is always brought back.
I think
change.
it depends on the situation, like where you're going, but I would say debit as well.
I hardly ever am okay with cash. I don't think I'm
I-
like I need to have this.
The
on
only
me.
time that Josh and I ever really get cash out is back in the day when we would go out to like flashbacks or the dance club or
So you
whatever.
can tip the bartender.
Well,
and
that
so you
and
can
we know
show
how
him
much
your
we're
tip.
Right.
using. Like we were spending this amount only versus back before we knew any better. We just like put it on my tab, and at the end of the night, you're like, and that's gonna be $75. Like
we have never had a tab that high. Never.
Pierce.
Never. That was never 70.
60 something.
No, it was like
you,
40.
Me, Rick, and
Brett, not that Brett.
Not this Brett, but the other Brett.
Rick-
no,
Rick's
that
Rick's
is.
Brett.
It was right after tax return season happened. We actually had a bunch of cash in our bank
just
account,
drove to Fort
and we
Wayne.
just drove to Fort Wayne because we were like, "What the hell? We've got money because we were broke."
Right.
So we're like, "Let's go!" And then we went to Pierre's and just randomly bumped into Rick and just spent the whole night drinking
At a table. Just
At
at
a
a table
table.
at Pierre's. It's so funny.
and it
We-
was like, "We've never spent this much money on our tab."
Rick and I have had a close to $70 tab, just the two of us.
Yes. On your own, each, right?
Well, but we were buying rounds for people.
If you count plus cover at flashbacks, our average would probably be about $60.
An average night's about 60.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Plus buying drinks for people.
No.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on.
When it comes to traveling, road trip or airplane?
Okay,
All right. Lately, it's just been like
It's been
I really
airplane.
like the airplane, but at the same time, like our last airplane visit or trip, it was more convenient if we would have just had our own freaking car.
It would have been
On the way
convenient. On the way there. On the way back,
If
it
it
worked
goes
very well.
smoothly with no delays, airplane is the way to go. Definitely.
Yes, I'm a big fan of air travel.
So easy.
I like trips, like
Okay.
road trips.
Have you done them annually? Like
I haven't done them manually like you
Okay.
guys. That's
If-
for sure.
yes,
We
I'm
do
like,
ours actually
If you do
like
them
3 times a
Yeah,
year.
more
almost.
than once.
biannually is usually about what we
we were
usually do.
we're not doing that often anymore. But yeah,
It gets a little tiring when you get older,
Sure.
especially when they're 12 hours long.
Now, would you rather drive at night or during the day?
Ooh.
Day for sure, especially
Really?
if I don't know where I'm going.
Really?
Yes, I'm a daytime driver,
I'm a nighttime driver.
which
I
works
have.
for
I
us.
guess if I find if I'm on the interstate, then probably night. But
Right.
also, I just can't stay awake in the early morning hours
Oh, I
when
can
it's
do
time to sleep.
No.
I
No,
gotta
When
as
the
soon
sun
as-
rises,
As soon as that sun cracks, I'm ready to drive,
when that sun cracks, I'm ready to
and
I'm
he's ready to go
down.
to sleep.
I'm out. I
Yeah.
cannot handle it.
Yeah.
So you're like a third shift driver.
I am. I
Yes.
could be if I need to be.
Well, and he's really good at driving at night with for me, like my vision is really bad at night.
Yeah.
So that oncoming traffic really screws with my eyes and it strains and it makes me
You
even
should
more
get
tired.
some of those yellow driving glasses.
I should actually, we've been talking about it in the last 24 hours. We're both going to go to the eye doctor soon because I think my prescription is outdated. Like my eyes are
Well, when's the last time you got checked?
like 2
A few
years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh, you're supposed to get one every 2 years.
Yeah. But my eyes have never been this bad before. Like I can, like the board is actually starting to get fuzzy.
Guess what? You're 30 years old.
Shut up!
Oh.
Shut up!
What else is gonna go out? What's next? Well, your back was hurting. Your neck.
Oh, no, I'm getting, okay, that's the other thing we're going to bring up real quick. Next week, I'm getting Josh is giving me a pre-Valentine's Day massage ordered by the doctor.
I'm giving it to her. Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders. I have to have a day before Valentine's Day hour deep tissue massage. Full body. That's what I get.
It's gonna hurt.
I'm going to be very sore on the podcast.
Remember? Do you remember that episode of Home Improvement where Tim goes to the Japanese hotel and gets the deep tissue?
Yeah,
massage?
I remember Wilson being there. I don't remember. Is that was that during some kind of sports event or something? That,
No, it was.
What was
It
it?
was supposed to be a romantic weekend with
Yes.
Jill, but they had to go. Had a business meeting at the hotel,
Oh,
and it keeps getting delayed.
Yep.
And he's like, "Tim, have you ever had one of these massages before? Because they can be kind of painful if you're not used to it." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Look at the size of her. How painful can it be?"
Yes.
She's here just driving her elbow in his back. He's like, "Ah!"
No, I have to go and
That's
get one
great.
of those next week.
Yes.
Are you gonna be like Tim?
Probably, because I've had one and they hurt.
Yeah.
But they do make you feel good
Well,
days after the massage.
they get all the knots out.
Okay, for me, they're not going to get the knots out. They're going to break them up.
Alex has.
Well,
Alex has
either
a
way,
bad
you won't
back.
have any knots.
No, she'll still.
No, I'm not going to have any big knots. They're going to be turned into tiny little ones that will eventually disappear with another massage the month after.
Okay. Okay.
So there you go. Let's go back to either or.
Yeah.
Ground floor or top floor?
For what?
For whatever.
Top floor?
Yeah, I agree. I like to ride elevators.
Really? My sister.
That was like very random. I like elevators.
My sister is terrified of elevators.
Yeah.
She's
Does she
very
take the stairs,
claustrophobic.
though?
No. When she takes the elevator, she's like
very
in panic mode.
I don't
Phoenix.
have. I'm not afraid of heights so long as I'm secure.
But how do you know?
Everybody's not afraid of heights so long as they're secure.
No.
If you know that you're
If
safe,
you
you're
have
not
a-
going to be scared of
you
the
have
heights.
a severe, like a clinical, definition of
Phobia.
of heights. What's the
Yes.
heights called? The heights phobia.
Fear of heights.
You can't. Even if you're secure, you can't.
Fear of heights. What's the phobia, guys?
Fear of
You can't.
heights.
You're not okay with it.
Acrophobia.
Oh, okay.
Acrophobia.
Yes.
You're not okay with
It is a fear of heights may stem from our natural fear of falling and being injured. It's normal for people to have some
Peeper.
reluctance about being in high places, but for those with acrophobia, the fear is unrealistic and excessive.
Sure.
Okay.
Like when we went to the hotel last year
Yeah.
in January, we were up on like the 4th floor, I think,
Mhm.
but just kind of looking over the court where the bar was. That was cool.
That was a nice hotel.
See, I
That's
have
all right.
I have somewhat of
All right.
fear of heights.
If we had hot water, it would have been better.
Well, it was a
Yes.
cheerleading convention.
Yes, I know.
Frickin' cheerleaders, you guys need showers and your hair all did. Use dry shampoo.
Anyway, you were saying?
I have somewhat of a fear of heights. If it's like super high, like so being in like the National Monument, because it's straight up and it's just like it's not a huge
And that
building.
thing can just go.
Like that's what I mean. Like it kind of you can feel on a windy
You can
day
feel it
it
rock.
moves.
Yeah.
So same thing with back in the day when I was like 13, I was
Back
up
in the
on
day.
well, I was 13. Okay, that's back in the day. My dad and I were up on the top of the Stratosphere in Vegas and at night. And
Yeah.
you can go all the way up to like a pole. I mean, it might not be the same anymore. They probably renovated it by then, but
Right.
or by now. But you can go out to a pole and almost lean over, and there's like glass that bends and shapes, so you can like look straight down and you can feel the damn thing moving.
Eh.
And we went on. They also had back in the day. They had a roller coaster up top.
No, we go outside the building, right?
And yes, like it went around the top of the Stratosphere, but there was a part where it actually went out. and over the stratosphere, like off to the side. So you're actually like hanging off the side. So we went on that, and there was also a power tower on the very top of the stratosphere.
Nope.
And you could already feel as soon as you get off of the elevator, the top waving back and forth.
God.
And you have a freaking roller coaster above you.
No way.
So I was a little scared up there. But I
No
did
way.
ride it.
No way. No way.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, I would say top floor.
Yep.
Yeah, penthouse style.
Agreed.
I do like it though.
All right. Frosted animal crackers or plain animal crackers?
Frosted.
I agree.
You can't have
I like
They
the
have
plain
to
ones too.
They have to be the actual like the circus,
the branded.
Right.
the animal crackers
With the pink frosting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are amazing.
Yeah.
They're not amazing, but they're good.
No, they're amazing.
Do you want some?
Yes.
Well, you should have told me that was at the grocery store.
Well-
You know what I still haven't bought?
What?
Cheese balls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we have some downstairs.
He had some.
I
They're,
need
they're
to
stale.
get some.
We need to toss those and get.
I
some new
haven't
ones.
seen them at the Kroger by my house.
They brought out. Yeah, I was just there today.
They were there?
Yeah,
Where are they at?
down the same aisle, down the snack aisle, not the
Okay.
chip aisle, the snack aisle.
Okay.
Now they also brought back the Planters cheese curls too.
What's a cheese
Didn't
curl?
know Cheetos.
Oh.
Planter style.
Oh no, there's cheese puffs and there's cheese curls. A curl is a Cheeto.
Yes.
A
That's what
cheese
you just
puff
said.
is an actual cheese puff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I said.
airy. They're thicker.
Yes, and I guess Planters made both.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I saw them today.
I
Same place by your
cheese
by your
puffs
house.
are okay, but cheese balls are way better.
They are.
And Cheetos I don't think are all that comparable. They're crunchier.
Yeah.
You know
about
what the best type of Cheeto is? There's only two in my book.
Baked.
Jalapeno,
Baked Cheetos and Flaming Hot.
Flaming hot. Yeah.
Not the extra hot.
No.
You tried the
No,
extra
I
hot.
tried the extra hot or the extra flaming hot or whatever
Well,
the heck it's called.
What's hotter, the extra hot or flaming hot?
Extra hot.
I think the extra hot is hotter, but it tastes bad.
Sure.
Alex likes the flaming hot in a glass of milk.
Yes, I don't know
Right?
what. That's
Isn't
been,
that
I
just
know.
the weirdest thing?
I know, but that's just like the best
Well,
combination. Oh my god, my mouth is
And she
watering.
can do that with a peanut butter sandwich too.
It counteracts the
No.
spice.
And peanut butter.
And peanut butter.
So
So
like
she'll
all
do
three?
she'll do a peanut butter sandwich with flaming hot Cheetos and a glass of milk.
Yes.
That's her
oh,
lunch.
that's my lunch.
How weird is
Gross.
that?
I've had that since like the 3rd or 4th grade. I would go down to the gas station.
Sounds
with
like a
my,
3rd or 4th grade meal.
with my, and it's awesome. And I'm an adult and I have the money to go. Shut the fuck up. I'm able to go to the grocery store, get all the peanut butter and milk and hot Cheetos I want.
You got enough money to buy a loaf of bread, peanut butter, jelly, Cheetos, and milk.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
Hey. It's good.
Whatever.
It's
whatever
good.
you want.
That was great, Brett.
Gummy bears or fruit snacks?
Gummy bear.
Fruit
Ooh.
snacks.
Depends on the fruit snack.
No,
and
for
depends on
Josh.
the gummy bear.
Nope, for Josh, it's a gummy bear.
Depends.
Have you had those gluten-free Albanese gummy bears?
No,
No, but do you want to try organic gummy bears?
I've had
they're
them.
really good.
They're really
Yeah.
good.
I'm not a big fan of gummy bears, but I like
I
like those.
That's where I would win over fruit snacks, is because I think the organic gummy bears are pretty darn good.
the fruit snack thing though is the strawberry only fruit snacks.
Oh, sure.
by-
Like Welch's?
Welch's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are
You hate
amazing.
strawberry.
No, I don't. Where the hell did you get that?
You don't like anything strawberry.
I love everything strawberry.
Oh.
Fruit roll-ups or fruit by the foot, though? It's good stuff.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you asking?
That's an
Sure.
either or.
Well,
Ooh.
between the I kind of keep...
Fruit by the foot.
They're the kind of the same thing.
No.
No, they're
No.
not. No, they're
I-
completely different.
Well, I think fruit
Fruit by the
roll-ups are
foot.
thicker,
They are
but fruit by the foot
Fruit
is
by the-
longer.
Yeah,
Obviously.
you think you get more, but I don't think you do.
fruit roll-ups
I think
are
you probably do.
gosh, how
I
do I put
loved.
this?
I would wrap them up in a ball like chewing tobacco, just
Everyone
stick it in my
would,
cheek
yes.
pocket.
Or you'd wrap it around your finger, just
Yeah.
Never did that.
I did that.
The fruit
It's
roll-up?
Stupid. Yes, I
Yeah.
did that, and it's stupid. Why did I do that as a
Because
kid?
it's amazing.
That's disgusting.
No, what you do
You
is
have a
you.
wad of saliva sitting on your
Oh my
finger.
god! No, what
I
you
never
do?
put it on my finger.
That's
I
what
put
you
it
do.
in my cheek.
Like some chaw.
Yeah, but that's what
Yeah,
you do.
And
Though.
then
like
you
it's
take it out
hell.
and throw it on the ground.
Sandlot style.
No, with the fruit roll up, not the fruit by the foot.
Yes.
You actually take it and you twist it.
Yes.
But you twist it so that way it's not all in like you twist it at an angle. So
I
that way
get
it's
this.
nice and so it's nice and long, and then you suck on it. Shut up!
I'm really trying to understand.
All right? So here's Brett. Brett, give me your pad of paper real quick.
No, it's got the last one.
I
on
won't
it.
look at it. Flip it over. Give it to me. I'm saying, pretend this is a square, not a rectangle. Okay, this is you fold it like this,
Uh huh.
so that way it's longer, and then you pull on
Corner
it.
to corner to corner is all you had to
I'm
say.
just listening. Why are you doing
Corner
why?
to corner.
Yes, corner to corner is how you roll it, and then
Okay.
you suck on it like a straw.
Okay.
You don't eat it, and it tastes good, and it lasts longer. You guys need to shut up.
I'm not saying anything.
I get what you're saying. Do you remember when they used to put the things that you would peel out, like the
Yes,
shapes
the shapes. They
The
stopped
stickers?
doing that.
with fruit roll-ups?
Oh, okay,
There were
yeah.
shapes
Yeah,
and
there were
stuff?
shapes that you used to pull.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the tattoos.
They did that too. The tongue tattoos.
The tongue tat. Oh, wait,
Oh.
no, I think that was fruit by the foot.
No. They did tattoos as well on the paper.
No, it was on the actual fruit by the foot. You put it
That
on
was
your tongue.
too. Yes, they're from the same company. You know this. Gushers is from there too. It's all Betty
I like
Crocker.
Gushers.
It's all
Gushers
Betty
is
Crocker.
good.
Yes, Gushers.
You know,
are
it's funny you say that because at work, fruit snacks are down the baking aisle. I'm like, this is the weirdest aisle for them to
Are
be
they?
in.
It's not.
They should be
not
down the
where we
snack aisle.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but they're not at my place of employment.
Yeah.
But Gushers, Gushers are good stuff.
They are. Yeah. Except for, I mean, if you have cavities, it really finds them for you.
Any candy will.
I do love Gushers.
Gushers
All
are
right.
actually not candy.
No, but they're fruit
They
snacks.
are practically candy.
They're
fruit
candy.
I
snacks.
never
They're
had them
sugar
as a kid.
is what they are.
Yeah, my mom did not buy those.
All
Are
right.
they on sale this time?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
You
Pretty
know,
much.
since you are an adult and have money,
Oh,
you buy
no,
them yourselves now.
no. I still look at him and go, no, it's
No,
a little
too
too much
expensive.
money.
I would be more concerned that I will eat them all in one sitting.
You know, I'll still pay $1.50 for a freaking bag of hot Cheetos, but if I go and see that,
Alex,
that
they're hardly ever that price
that
anymore.
Gushers are like $3 a box, I'm like,
That's the average.
$3 is a little too much. Maybe
Okay,
next week. when they're
everything
on
you're
sale.
everything you're saying is happening right now. Cheetos are hardly ever $1.50.
They're still like a 3 something.
yeah, they're now $3 or $2 in between.
Cheetos
there.
are pretty expensive.
They are expensive
They
now.
used to be like $1.50.
They used to be, yes, and
Tells you how much I go to the grocery store.
They're smaller bags too.
I think they've shrunk them a little bit.
Like I mean, when you compare it to like a bag of Doritos, they're a
Yeah,
smaller
they're
bag,
well, it's a smaller snack,
right? No,
unless it's a puff. The puff ones they come in the
puffs
big
are
bag.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're paying for air, flavored air.
Every chip you're paying for air,
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a
except for pretzels.
there's air
Food to air
between-
ratio.
There's air between where the top of the chips start and the bag finishes, ends. Whatever you want to say. Let's move on to the next
All
one.
right, the last one,
It's
right?
so weird. Ben Affleck or Matt Damon?
Are you serious? Is that a
Really?
serious question?
Yeah,
Really?
I gotta go with Damon.
Man, I'm trying to think of like
I
everything
guess
they've been
in the sense of movies that you like of theirs.
I gotta go with Damon.
Yeah.
Affleck's. Name a very good Affleck film.
Armageddon.
That's not really an Affleck film. He's a side character.
He's
Well,
a main
That's-
side character.
He's one of the more main characters, I would say.
Okay. But is he good
Yes.
in that?
I would
Is he
argue that that
good?
movie isn't all that good. I really like it, but
It's
I
a
don't
good
think
movie,
it's a good movie.
But it's not written well.
No,
It's
I mean,
not. It's not
no.
getting awards, except for the
I
song.
still cry.
I know you cried to things you probably shouldn't.
Reindeer Games is pretty good.
I thought you were gonna say she cries to reindeer games. I was like, that's not a cry movie.
No, the movie Reindeer
I know.
Games.
I know. That's not a cry movie.
No, it's
It's
action.
an action flick. I've never seen all of it.
Gary Sinise is in that with
Yeah, isn't he the
Charlize
villain?
Theron. Yeah,
He plays a good villain.
I agree.
I'd probably say Damon.
Damon's got the oceans. He's got the Martian. He's got
Yeah.
the Bournes. That's not even scratching the surface of what he's got.
Yeah, those are all very successful
if we were
films.
if we were playing the Who's Got the Looks, I'd say Affleck, but
Okay.
that's kind of what I was going off of at first. I'm like, well, I really like Ben Affleck.
You want to go off of their success?
No, if you go off of like their acting, I'd probably say I like Damon more.
Yeah,
Sure.
Matt Damon's been better. Yeah. Okay, so that was either or.
Any comments to catch up on?
Pearl Harbor.
Who said that?
He's not
My
good
sister.
in that. He's not good in that.
I haven't
Nobody's
seen,
good
I,
in that.
I haven't seen Pearl Harbor in a while.
Well, Brett's never seen it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Any other comments?
I'm supposed to mention that we're planning another Cedar Point trip this year. and that you're invited.
Oh, okay.
July.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like
July.
it when you don't go over when the school just comes in. Like in September would be the best time, is what
Oh,
he'd say.
I see
Well,
what you're
that's when
saying.
we're planning on going on
Well,
vacation.
it depends. If you go on the weekend, definitely not. But if you go like on a Tuesday,
Well, that's the thing though. For everybody else, we have to go on the weekend because everybody works during the week.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like my brother and my sister and me and
And
Josh
me, yeah.
and probably. Well, I don't know. Do you work all week? I don't even know your
I
schedule
work-
anymore.
He fluctuates.
If I work Saturday, then I have Wednesday off. But
oh, okay.
I only have to work one Saturday a month.
yeah.
Oh, so, someone said I prefer Damon. He's at least won an Oscar.
There you
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That was Shawshank, right?
Oh,
go.
I
He
don't
wasn't in
know.
Shawshank.
I'm
that
sorry.
was Tim Robbins.
Sorry. Yes, that was Tim Robbins.
Which
What was the other one? What was
I
the
have not seen.
Meet Joe Black. That's
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill
Joe
Hunting.
Black
Meet
is
Joe
Brad
Black is
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. They all look the same around that time.
They all have a memorable face.
Yeah, they all have a face. You have that face. What happened to that one guy from
With
Shawshank?
with the face?
From Shawshank.
Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's semi-retired.
Okay. All right.
He was in Mystic River. Did you see that one?
No,
That's
that's
I
Sean
believe
Penn, right?
That's Sean Penn, but I think Clint Eastwood directed that one.
Yeah.
It's very good. And Kevin Bacon.
Let's move on from there.
Okay, what we got?
Alex, what's this new birthday thing that's happening?
So I don't know how much that you guys are gonna be able to put in on this or not. Josh, you might be able to. We're just gonna see where this goes.
Tell us what it is.
So
then we'll give you our
there's,
insight.
and this is gonna lead into the other topic, which is pretty short as well. I just want to see what your thoughts are. This is a real thing. There is a new type of celebration that's gone viral, or it's a new fad. It is having celebrating your daughter's first period. Like,
Is that why the period emoji's coming out?
yes, yes, there is a period emoji coming out.
It's a droplet.
It's a
that's
drop
red.
of
No.
blood. Like, it looks like a drop of blood, but it's a period emoji.
I understand that's a
That is
Milestone?
It is.
It's you coming into womanhood.
Yes, and I know. I mean,
I don't want to sound so
say like American.
philosophical here.
I think for to be in America, I don't think it's like as celebrated, I think, as it is in other countries. Other countries, they make it like this huge deal, like you are a woman. As soon as you have your period, it's like, boom, you are not a child anymore. Which, honestly, I disagree with that. I disagree with that with America. I think in some countries, by the time you're at a certain age where you start your period, you might be actually, I don't know how to,
Alex, you're tongue clicking.
I know you might be exposed to a lot more at that age than some people in America, I think.
okay.
But anyway, so there's, and I went on this article site, and it was showing me pictures and stuff, and pretty much you have it's celebrated with the family, and they throw the party, and you get things.
Red velvet cake.
Oh my.
Yes,
God.
you get a cake that's decorated with stuff.
You missed the whole joke.
Red velvet cake.
Yes, I get it. Like, there was an actual piece. Yes, there's an actual cake, and it's cut open, and it's like red inside.
Okay.
So there's that, and you get presents that are things like deodorant and shaving cream and tampons.
Just like
and-
celebrating puberty.
Yeah, it's a puberty celebration party, pretty much. But so there was a lot of comments
Nobody
that I read
wants
that were
that.
very mixed, and I know that you guys aren't females, but you've had girlfriends,
Go
and
ahead.
you've started to raise a little one that is a girl. So, you can keep that in your head.
Yes.
You've
sorry.
grown up
Radio.
with.
Okay, go. What?
What's your point?
I want to know what your opinion is. Is this something that you would celebrate for your daughter?
No.
Like, you'd be like, Daddy, I started my period.
No.
Time to celebrate.
Nope.
Why?
Because it'd be
I
embarrassing
would,
for them.
I would leave it up to her, I guess.
That.
Would
there
you
go.
would you have like would you be clean with them and be like, hey, this is a great big deal. Like, this is we
would-
don't have to celebrate
I
like
would-
party wise.
I would let her
Mm.
mom have that discussion with her.
Why not you?
Well,
Why
I
does
mean,
it have to be the
okay?
mom?
If he was involved in her life,
Let's just say I was. I would still let her mom have that conversation
Why not you?
because I believe that's a mother-daughter thing.
I get that.
Okay,
and-
so if my son's coming into puberty, I'm gonna have him go to you and not me.
How are you gonna know? There's only one way to know when something flies out.
I'm not necessarily talking about. Mommy, there's changes.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't
Hi,
either.
Dad.
I didn't either.
He listens.
We just didn't even talk about it.
No, same.
See, like in my family, it was we had
Out of sight,
we
out of
had-
mind, or
no,
something.
in my family, it wasn't out of sight, out of mind. It was my mom and dad were more. I should say mainly my mom was more. If you have questions, you can come to me,
Sure.
kind of deal.
And left
And
it for you to figure it out.
honestly, my cousin, who's a year older than me, year and a half older than me, I went to her more than anybody because she was more like a big sister to me back then. And she gave me the best thing that I will end up giving to my daughter called The Period Book. And it is a little animated book that has tips about like what happens when your body starts changing. And it has everything dumbed down to like a 13, 12-year-old reading level. Like, this is what you do. And what happens if I start my period and I don't have any supplies on me to do anything? Like, what do I do?
Right. Oh, so that's how you always come up with these little contraptions, like, oh, you can do this. and
Yeah,
this
you can
and
do,
this
and it's all from that book.
Look, it's a swan.
Hey,
And you
goose.
show and see goose, and you put that in your underwear.
I think we just did that at exactly the same
Yes, we
time.
did. No, but to go back to this topic here, I would absolutely hate and dread to have a party. Like, I would, if that was a thing, I would not
Well,
tell my parents
plus-
when I start.
I think it's embarrassing.
That's
for
what I mean, like-
the child.
When you're
That's what I said. It's embarrassing.
in at least our like in America, I think it's a oh my gosh, like it's a big deal, but it's also like oh my god, she started a period, ha 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 ha.
Sure.
Versus
It was never a funny thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like I
I
remember
think
the
it probably
first.
was.
I remember the first girl in our class.
Remember
in
the
fifth
opening
grade.
scene from Carrie? The remake?
Very.
And that's it. That's how it is. Honestly, that's how it was in like fifth
Really?
and sixth grade.
They
was
make fun of you.
yes, they do.
It's horrible.
It's a very embarrassing thing. Like when it's not as easy as how I tell you to go to the store. Hey, I need some tampons.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like nothing now. But back in like
Okay.
fifth and sixth
When we were
grade?
dating, and I'd be like, oh, you need a tampon. You'd be like, oh my god.
like that's shocking.
Yeah.
Like you would
okay.
try to hide it. Sitting in a bathroom, there was nothing more embarrassing than sitting in a bathroom stall to open up like a pad really quietly so nobody knew that you were on your period.
Right.
Because if they found it, be like, oh, did you know Alex was on her period? Like it'd just like be this thing. I don't know why.
Like, who
it's
cares?
just it's drama
Who
to
cares?
it's drama, and girls are attracted to drama.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay.
Especially if
You're
see that-
generalizing there.
especially if somebody stands up and they had leaked. Like
Oh,
that's like
yeah.
their worst fear is you sneeze or you because back when you
Gosh.
first start, you're not really on a schedule yet with your body, so you don't know when it's gonna happen.
Sure.
So and then you're in gym class, and then all of a sudden something happens, and then you have to like excuse yourself.
Sure.
Right.
So, but anyways, no, to have this birthday party and this big deal about it, that would be absolutely embarrassing.
I think it'd be horrendous.
Yes. On the other side of it, if we start doing stuff like that,
Maybe
It
it's
makes
less
it-
of an embarrassing
Yeah.
thing as a normal
it makes
everyday
you more
thing.
like desensitized
Yeah, I
get
to
could
that.
get
it.
that.
And easily you talk about it, hey, you know what, I'm having this issue and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But I was very shocked to see that was an actual thing happening. Like it's a fad, and I was reading through comments, and women were like, I'm totally gonna do this for my daughter, and I'm like, don't do it, please.
Only do it if they request it.
And then what do you guys
Well,
think
I
about the
would-
period emoji?
No.
It
I
does-
don't.
It's
I
a drop
don't
of
need
blood.
that.
It's just a drop of blood. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's-
Whatever. There's an emoji for everything. So
There is.
Yeah,
More
actually
power
there
to
is.
'em.
I actually have a bookmarked spot for Alex's Twitch because she has emojis added to all of her stuff. There's a list of emojis.
Yeah.
Like so many. It's crazy. What was the other trend though that you were?
Oh, the other trend is a piercing trend.
Yeah, what's this
Okay,
piercing
so
trend?
the piercing trend that is going around now is to get a ring on your finger. I will show you the picture, and then I can actually all you have to do is
You're
look
talking
up.
about like an implanted stud into your finger.
There's dermals.
Yeah,
but
dermals,
You can
I
get
know,
dermals
but
everywhere, but this is an actual like a ring in your finger. Where
She's
did I-
looking for it.
Yeah, where did I have it? Here it is. This is what it is.
Ah.
That's terrible.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's an actual-
subdermal, right? Is that
It's
below the skin?
it's
Subdermal?
and the thing is what I saw is engagement ring piercing is the new wedding trend. It's actual. It's an actual. That's what you wear as your engagement ring. You get a dermal.
There's no removing that.
No, you would
no.
you would actually remove it through here. Oops, you would take the diamond off and you would pull it out, just like a belly button ring.
No, there's 3.
Oh, how
How
do
you
you
get-
remove that?
Yeah, there's no removing that.
Universal no, is what I say.
Absolutely.
Like,
not.
what would you see?
It's a
or- I
trifecta,
mean-
and she can't really show this on our YouTube.
I can't show it, but you can look up engagement ring piercing.
Yeah.
Like, and I bet you it'll be up. But it goes underneath your skin, like almost like a belly button ring would. But there's 3 little hoops
Yeah.
that
So
go
instead of it
through
going from one to the other, there's another one going the other direction
I'm
too.
not exactly sure how that works.
I'm gonna guess. Oh, I get it. So it goes in this way, but that probably threads in through the other side.
Probably.
Into. It's hard to explain.
I don't
via-
know how. I don't
This
even
is
have.
great audio description.
I don't even have that much skin.
Right.
Like, how does anybody have that much skin to be able
And
to
that
go
could
underneath?
Be photoshopped. There could be a Photoshop in that.
I looked up more pictures. People are doing it.
I get it. Yeah.
And the one that I'm like, it doesn't look so bad, but
Oh, she removed them.
oh gosh, but people are getting a dermal right here.
That's fine.
It's one tiny little diamond right there, under, like where your wedding ring would be.
Yeah, yeah. Brett, if you were to ever get married, would you go diamond-esque or would you just do a silver band?
Like for me as a man,
Yeah.
for my ring,
Like I have diamonds.
I don't know. I've never. What I kind of like is the what are they? The black ones.
The titanium
ones.
Yeah.
Black
Like what
titanium.
Shane has.
Sure.
It's not like you're looking at Shane's wedding.
Very true.
I like Shane's ring. He's got
Yeah.
a nice ring. But you like the more like sleek look to a wedding ring.
Sure.
Yeah, not the traditional look.
See, Alex wanted me to get something that wasn't going to look like.
I didn't want him to get a titanium ring. Like I didn't want him to. I wanted it to look like an actual wedding ring.
Yeah.
So maybe if someone's questioning it, they're like, "Oh, is that just a fancy ring or is that a wedding ring?"
Oh,
Like
I get
Josh's ring looks like a wedding
No
ring.
doubt. In other words, right?
Yes.
She's a little like,
Not necessarily for that reason, but also
Yeah,
I am a very when it comes to like the wedding thing, like I was very traditional.
Sure.
Even though I didn't have a traditional wedding, like
no, you didn't.
But if I were to have the wedding I wanted, it would be a traditional wedding. So
All right,
Yeah.
Alex, I
Any
think
final comments?
we got to get out of here.
no, we're good.
All right, you want to go ahead and plug your Twitch?
Hey, if you would like to watch me game, I am on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Q_Kitty, which is KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Had some fun playing with a sub last week. We played some Halo, and oh my gosh, what else have we played this week?
We've played Call of Duty
Mhm.
with Rob, and then we've also played.
We got number 2 last night.
We did in Blackout.
We got number 2 last night in our trio of Blackout.
Yeah.
So that's we've only got number 2 one other time with the 3 of us.
And then we also played. You played Let's Go EV.
I did stream that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And I think that's about it.
I think that's all I've played.
Did you
this week.
make the Gears of War video yet?
That's coming up.
Yes, that's the next
That's
video.
on the next highlight. That's for episode 10 of Alex's highlights, which she's also on YouTube. Your most recent one, episode 9, has an assassination compilation from Halo 4, and it's freaking crazy. I mean, I can compliment myself on this. I enjoyed editing it. I'll just say that. So, I mean, if you guys check out Alex's latest, go to her YouTube channel, Cute Kitty. Just search that, KUTEKITTI. Just search it on YouTube, and subscribe as well. Subscribing on YouTube, it's harder. Okay, so it's harder to get people to subscribe to Alex's YouTube and our YouTube than it is for people to just follow her on Twitch. It's free
Sure.
on YouTube. I mean, it's a free platform
It's free on Twitch.
to follow. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but you have more followers.
I do. I've
Yeah.
actually got quite a few followers, like a handful this last week.
Yep. All right, guys, without further ado, it is time to plug it in. If you are listening to or watching us, we want to thank you so much for joining us. We are on 15 different audio podcast apps, and our most notable places are Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and Radio Public, to name a few. On those apps, you will find our back catalog of all of our episodes, which are over 150 of our PTO Unlimited podcast and the Aftercast. If you are watching us on YouTube, we just want to let you know that you're awesome, and thanks for sticking with us. Also contributing with your comments and reactions. You rock. If you want to catch our show, we are live on YouTube. I'm just going to say at 8 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Thank you for everything that you do for us and this podcast, to listening, watching, sharing, following, everything. Thank you so much for joining us. Follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we are on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. You can catch us live on those apps at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday for our precast meeting. In our meeting, you can join us and our fans and give us some topics. And you can also see what you want our opinions on. So if you want to join us, join in on these conversations, you can do it on YouTube. You can also join us on our social media. So just let us know what you want to hear on our precast. If you ever want to follow me on Twitter, I am @Lemke619.
Brett_Wings.
Q_Kitty.
On a final note, last night I was eating some peanut M&Ms.
Yay!
And
Those are the best.
I had to sneeze.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
I damn near died.
Okay, did you inhale the
I was
peanuts?
going to say, like, did it come out your nose?
Inhaled chunks of either the hard candy shell or chewed up peanut and started coughing my lungs out.
You inhale? Oh, dude.
Well, I inhaled because when I sneeze, it's a big old production. Exactly.
That's true.
You
were like,
it's a big old production. Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
It's a production company. All right, got to get the producers, directors in line.
And they were hard sneezes, too.
Oh, if you have heard Brett sneeze.
It's
Especially if I don't hold back.
Oh, man. I miss Greg's sneeze. Everyone has the weirdest sneezes.
Like, you always think someone else's sneeze is weird.
I have a coworker whose sneeze is just just like loud. Just he can't help it. It just comes right out of his lungs.
So I coughed for a good 20 minutes after that.
Oh,
I'm sure,
man. That's rough. Like I have accidentally inhaled things before, but not to that extent.
You know what I do, I think, more than anybody else on earth?
Inhale your spit?
Yes.
Yeah, she does. She
does
does
that.
I accidentally, like, when I'm talking, I try to swallow at the same time.
And
then
cough.
I die.
That's so weird.
Like, I'm not joking. I don't know why. If I just have, like, I get, like, excess
overactive saliva
production,
glands.
and I try to swallow, like, or I forget to swallow, and I breathe into, like, or, like, as, like, a pause to finish a sentence or something, and I end up going... and I just start coughing so bad I'm purple, and then I try to cough again or try to speak again, and it's like and you know, everybody around you goes like,
yeah, that's
like,
more embarrassing, right?
And I'm like, especially if I'm in front of a client or something, I'm like,
sure.
Excuse me real quick, I'll be right back.
I swear to God, I went to college. I don't choke on my own spit and swallow my own tongue.
No, and it's like your eyes are turning purple, and it's like, I can't breathe. I forgot how to breathe and use bodily functions.
All right. So without further ado, guys, I think it's time we got out of here. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 147. We will catch you next week. Same time, same station. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye.
Bye.